having a good time. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the host of your show, live from the Comedy Lot here in Toronto. This is Quip Talk with Nicky. Look at his blazer. It's insane. Woo, Nick. Look at his tie and his pockets square. He looks great and it's not fair. He's got a beard this time. And check out his beard.
Hey! Thank you, everyone, and welcome to Quip Talk with Nicky. It's our holiday edition.
Woo!
Happy holidays to everyone here. Great holiday news. Hey, y'all know Vladimir Putin? Not Putin. Leader of Russia. He is releasing a whole bunch of people that he's imprisoned. His mortal enemies are getting released, and 2 members of Pussy Riot are being released. Not everyone, because anyone remaining in the prison are joining a mentorship program where they're going to be handing out pamphlets and running orientation for all the gay people who are coming in from the Olympics. Who are going to be taking up all those empty spots. So that's nice. In Britain, former tabloid News of the World is under trial right now for hacking into the royal family's business. So today in court, some voicemails that Prince William left for Kate Middleton back when they were dating, and Prince Harry, back in the day. Some of those were heard in court today, and apparently his voicemail to Kate Middleton, he called her baby.
Ooh. And
then in another one, he called her babykins. Scandalous stuff. And then for Prince Harry, it was back when he was dating that Chelsea girl, and he left her a message in falsetto pretending to be her, and he called him Ginger. He's like, "Hello, Harry, it's me, Chelsea. You're a ginger." I don't know, but Queen Elizabeth released a statement saying that she is embarrassed and ashamed of William for making the royal family look like fucking losers. Also in Britain, the royal family, or I guess I don't know who it was, but Adele received the MEB, she's now a member of the, what is it? I have it on my hand. Member of the Excellent Order of the British Empire. They gave it to her for creating an album for everyone who has an ex out there who needs to know that we are here and we are hurting and we need closure.
Preach. Preach.
Preach. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I can't see you. Shia LaBeouf. Yes. He made a movie called HowardSomething.com. I really don't check my facts. So he made this movie, and apparently it was completely plagiarized from a Dan Klaus, or Close, I don't know how to pronounce anything, from one of his graphic novels. And so then he released an apology for this plagiarism. That apology was plagiarized. And then he released another apology, which was also, he's plagiarized basically in these apologies, every apology from Mark Zuckerberg, Kanye West, someone from the Obama campaign, and even Yahoo Answers, which is hilarious. The only person worse at apologizing than him is Rob Ford. Is that correct? I think it's correct. I have everything I need written right here on my list. Colin Farrell was on Ellen the other day, and he was talking about his relationship with Elizabeth Taylor, who he says he met when she was in the hospital, and he was in the hospital when his girlfriend at the time was having their baby, and then he found out she was sick, and then they sent each other flowers, and they started talking for 2 years. They had this little relationship where they would talk in the middle of the night, and he calls it a relationship even though they never consummated it. I don't know why.
I think I know why.
He says that he wishes he was husband number 8 because he wanted to be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. He didn't make it. Big news for Canada. Yeah. We're bringing it local now. A is no longer a big thing in our language, saying A at the end of every sentence. young kids are changing that to right. We're all saying right now. Who doesn't say right here? We all say right. I say right all the time. And I remember the moment where I picked up right. It was America's Next Top Model, Cycle 8.
Yes.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying. You know where I'm going with this. There was a young lady named Kathleen. She was a lovely young woman, and she had to do an anti-fur. Like they had the models do something that was like a photo shoot, and hers was anti-fur. She didn't understand what she was doing, and she was all like, ooh. So then in the judges' deliberations, they were like, I really feel like you didn't understand the concept. And her response was, I know, right? I didn't. I love Kathleen. And they were all, so how do you feel about fur? And then she was all, oh, well, I feel like it's not good to wear fur if you kill the animal to make the fur, but if the animal died for other reasons, then it's okay, you can make a coat. Because some animals die of natural causes, like people. And they were like, oh, honey, those aren't the ones that they use. Big news in Toronto, snow everywhere. I'm so happy. Is anybody else happy about the snow? Thank you. I'm so sick of people complaining about it because we live in North America and it happens. But people seem to forget about it every year. Chelsea, how do you feel about snow?
Well, it's all right.
It's great.
Well, it depends. I mean, my birthday was on the weekend and it snowed so much that people didn't come to my party.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that's not the snow's fault. It's those jerks' fault for not getting out there.
And I'm sure if there's a God, it's his fault, too.
Yeah.
Because he was like, clouds, ruin her birthday. What? Then he said what?
Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think it's time to sing a song.
That's what I think you were trying to do, but I didn't catch on.
We're doing it. Let's
Okay,
make
let's
up a
sing.
song.
Let's make up a song that we have never done.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening?
In the bike lanes, snow is glistening.
A familiar
Sight, it's Toronto, alright. Walking in a T-dot wonderland.
Gone away are the bluebirds, here to stay are some pigeons.
It's freezing out there, but those pigeons don't care. Walking in a T-dot wonderland.
In city council you can see Rob Ford and pretend that he is a good mayor.
We'll say, did you smoke crack? He'll say, no, man. Then he'll admit to smoking crack without a care.
I know, right? Lots of snow, people freak out.
What is this cold white stuff? I've never seen it before. I wasn't like this last year.
We're all late for work due to subway delays.
Walking in a T-dot wonderland. In the parks we see lots of hipsters freezing in their jean jackets and plaid.
In Toronto, it's more cool to look cool and not actually be warm, unless you're fat and you don't need a coat.
What?
Extra insulation?
Oh, that's science. Busy malls, Christmas shopping, all the lights, party hopping.
You slut.
No, I said party hopping, not people hopping.
I misunderstood. All right,
Can I come to your party still?
we'll talk.
Oh.
Christmas is the only time of year where Toronto Tony spread good cheer.
Walking in a T-dot wonderland. Walking in a T-dot wonderland. Walking in a T-dot wonderland. Oh my God, there's snow outside. Who is gonna be high and leather today.
Look at
Oh, I
you.
can't touch the ground.
So we mentioned this. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Chelsea, how old are you? Tell everyone.
I am 29.99999.
Yay.
I'm 30.
That's great.
Yeah, I feel okay about it. A cab driver recently asked me if I was excited to go to high school next year. So I guess I don't look 30.
But that's great. That's
Yeah.
what you want.
He got a good tip.
That's what he did. That's what they do.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh. I thought he meant it.
I love getting carded.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it makes you feel better, and but I used to hate it because you want to look old, you want to look cool when you're with people and they're going right in and you have to do your signature outside. That's what I have to do all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, and then offer to flash the bouncers and they're like, "No thanks, little girl."
Oh no.
Have you ever encountered that?
Yes, I always flash, but they like it.
Oh. Okay, so it's a bottom thing they like.
Yeah.
I'll keep that up here for next time.
I used to always, people used to always be like, you're like late 20. I always thought you were like 17. I used to get really young. Now people are like, I'd give you 25. And I'm like, what?
That's good.
I still want to be a teenager.
But I think that would be a little like pervy if you looked that young.
Would it?
I don't know why, but it just seems if you're in your 30s
Yeah.
and someone's like, "You look 17," and you're happy about that. I don't know if that's good.
Wouldn't it? I don't, but
Oh no, wait!
not
It's
like
if you
for
like a 17-year-old, that's
That's
pervy.
the thing.
If you look like one, that's
I was
okay.
30 and I was into a 17-year-old.
Then you'd be a
That would be
pervert.
weird.
But if you look like one, you just be like, "Score."
That would be like Dustin Lance Black and Tom Daly.
Who? Oh no, I'm not up to this. What's
Oh,
going on?
Okay, Tom Daly, Olympic swimmer,
No, I know him.
just came out. He's 19 years old. Dating Dustin Lance Black, Oscar winner for writing Milk, 39 years old.
Wow.
Scandalous.
That is. And,
But-
and kind of cute? Question
I
mark?
don't know. Is it?
It's a little bit cute.
It could be.
You know what's not very cute?
What?
I don't know if anyone watched the Barbara Walters special last night. I know, loser.
I missed it.
That I'm like, who watched Babs Walters? No, but it was good. She does the 10 most fascinating people every year, and this was her final year doing it.
What? She's not doing it again anymore?
No, because she's like, I'm too fascinating to stay alive.
And what am I doing this for? I was trying to get on her list.
Well, it's too late.
Everybody go home.
Yeah.
Who's on her? Okay, Kim Kardashian must have been on the list.
Kim Ye was on.
Oh, they were both on it.
No, but they didn't even give an interview. They were too good to. They like they spliced old clips and just pretended that it was like a new interview.
Cute.
Yeah, and then they had Miley Cyrus. She gave a new interview, and her mom came on, and they sound identical.
Oh.
And her mom was like, "I'm so proud of her." Like it was very cute. And then Barbara Walters was like, did you expect that your daughter would be doing this in front of everybody and being naked all year round? And the mother.
Barbara Walters is Asian?
Spoiler alert. And then the mother was very proud of her.
Wow.
She was like,
She would be.
it's
Is it
Miley's
Trish?
year. It's Tish.
Tish.
No R. That would be uncool. Tish without the R equals youth.
Yes. Okay. Who's number one? Who was the?
Hillary Clinton was number one.
She's great.
I like Hillary too, but it was very much Babs being like, we hope she runs next year, or like whatever the next election
Right.
is. I think it was just they want her to run, and
Right.
and they kept saying, Hillary, are you going to run? And she was like, oh, and she just laughed. and then she, I guess she'd asked ahead of time for Barbara not to ask her about her hair.
Oh. Why?
So, and then at the end, Barbara went, see, I didn't ask you about your hair. And she was like, and then that was the end of the interview. So it was like, she had to get it in there. But yeah.
So much class.
Yeah.
I think it's too bad that she probably already pre-planned, like this was probably filmed like a little while ago.
I think so.
Had she waited a week, number one would have been
Nelson
Beyonce.
Oh,
Would it not have?
I was like Nelson Mandela. Oh, Beyonce.
He's old news. Beyonce.
Yes.
She sold 1 million
I
records
know.
in less than a week.
I know. Yeah. And she's your fave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her on Monday.
In the street?
No, in concert.
In
She
her
flew
trailer
above
when
me in
you
a
were like.
purple, sparkly one piece.
She needs to know how dedicated you are.
She does need to know. Her dancers know. I'm friends with her dancers now. And by friends, I mean I saw them.
You saw them and you were like, ah.
Yeah.
See, I did this first, but I remembered your preferences down here.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Beyonce needs to know how dedicated you are. You need to get pulled up on stage. You need to call into a radio station. Is that how that happens? I don't know.
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
I'll do
Okay.
whatever I can to help.
Shall we
Shall we move me to the
Yeah.
non-leather chair?
get
Okay.
out of here a little bit?
Sure. Wait,
Everybody.
I didn't get to do this. Yeah. That was the whole point of this hat,
I
to
love
do
your
that.
little Christmas hat. But there is a fantastic improv group in Toronto, and they are called Mantown. It's a 4-member group. We have 2 of them here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very special guests, Jason DeRosse and Bob Banks.
Woo! Mantown! Mantown! Here's 2 of Mantown. Bob and Jason.
Fellas, you get to speak into a microphone.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's, yeah, it's hard to sit cool. That is
It
for
is.
sure. Hey, everybody.
I
This
found
is
that.
a very comfy couch. You sink right in it, and you look like a dork.
Where do the legs go?
Yeah, where do your long legs? Now I'm like, sports socks and dress shoes. I didn't think I would Frankenstein this much.
It's okay for me. I got short legs.
You did it. You did a great job. Your socks are lovely. Socks on Jason DeRosse. You guys are Canadian Comedy Award winners. You won Best Improv Group.
Yeah. I'll say this so that he doesn't seem unmodest. He actually won Best Male Improviser as well, Jason here.
You're a double Canadian
Yeah.
Comedy Award winner.
It was really adorable because they announced them one after the other. So he was accepting his best male, and then he barely got off stage before they said best Mantown, and he went ah, and turned around and ran back. And then he wasted most of our speech making up for his terrible speech.
What was your first speech like?
I didn't think I was going to win, so I didn't prepare anything. And you know how they say they always go up there, and to be honest, I went for best improviser, so I should have been able to come up with something. But I was a little. I'll try to make this as brief as possible. Our second city show was also nominated first, and I was like, well, we have a whole cast and an ensemble, and they'll do great. If they go up and do the speech, I don't have to worry about it. I know the guy in the back that's playing the drums. And I was like, I'll just go stand with that guy. And well, my cast is like giving thank you speeches and just be like this the whole time and feel good about it. We didn't win, and that went first. So then when they called my name up, in my brain, I was just like running up, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I went and stood with the drummer, and I just did this, and then I looked out, and nobody was laughing. I was like, well, now I gotta go make a speech, and I didn't. I walked off the stage.
Yeah, and then we win, and I go up to start a speech, and we're like, oh, we want to thank, and he steps in between us and goes, and I want to apologize for my first speech and start this speech where I want to thank this person, and 2 speeches deep, you still forgot to thank your live-in girlfriend. 2 speeches. He can't even be like, oh, I was so excited I forgot. You had a reload and forgot again.
In my defense. No, there's defense to this. The reason why Bob said I walked out and walked right away, I had to go to they feed you alcohol at these things. I had to pee so bad. So then when I went off stage, I was like, I gotta go to the washroom. They're like, no, you're not allowed to go to the washroom. You gotta. And I was like, oh, I guess we won. Fuck.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear?
Yes. All the swearing.
It's encouraged.
I love this too. By feed you alcohol, you mean they had a bar there. It cost like it cost $7 per drink. You fed yourself all that alcohol. Oh, buddy, man, they were just making me pay for them and then pouring them down my throat. Oh, man.
I want to thank everybody that I performed with last year. I owe my Canadian comedy.
No, give that back.
You have one more person to thank,
Oh shit.
and you still didn't do it just now.
Yeah, 3 I'm sorry. This is your show. We're gonna stop ruining it. How are you?
I am doing all right. You know, I've been enjoying the winter, getting ready for Christmas.
What?
What do you guys?
What about the winter have you been enjoying? You just rolling around
I love
in...
snow. I love cold. I hate summer and I hate heat.
Oh, man, fuck you.
There's not enough of us around.
No, that's truly commendable, and I love you. It's amazing. As a year-round cyclist and a guy who works outdoors, I fucking hate the winter. It's the worst.
Yeah, I bet. Well, that's your fault for getting a job that works outdoors.
Hey, man, I used to live in Winnipeg. I was at least smart enough to be like, fuck winter, I'm moving to Toronto, where it only happens for like 3 weeks.
Right. So what do you have to complain about?
Well,
Nothing.
nothing, but it's still salty and gross. Anyway,
The salt is the worst, but the salt, I'll give you that. That's
I'm glad we're having a white Christmas, though. It'd be sad if it was a gross gray Christmas.
true story. Mantown is like a big party, right? Like your shows are predominantly female audience. Like there's a lot of chicks.
There are.
I'd say probably more than an average comedy show. Yeah.
Right.
What's different? I wouldn't say that there's more women. What's different is that ours dress up like it's Friday night, which it is, and they're going to the bar, which it is.
Right.
So we have women who are looking fucking amazing.
Right.
So it's really hard because like
I just want to thank my living girlfriend.
There it is.
but that's exactly the problem, right? Is that like we've been doing this show now for what 6-7 years, and our audience grows every year, and they seem to get hotter, and so you have that crazy problem of like there's so many gorgeous women here.
Yeah.
It's a small problem.
So how do you deal with
It's a
the?
small problem like a juggler who has too many balls. You know what I'm saying?
Have you named your fan base, like your like groupies? Have you given them like
No,
like
no.
no?
It seems rude now that we're on this topic. Yeah, like I can't be like, yeah, they're hot babes, and we call them the dummies. You know, like no, not at all. They're not. They're beautiful women who just dress up. And I wouldn't say that we have a predominantly female audience because so many beautiful women are coming to our show. Like a lot of guys dress up real nice and come to the show too. I don't think they pay attention to the show really. I think they wait to the end to flirt.
Right.
But it's a 50-50. Our audience is, it's not just.
No, and but the fun part of our thing is we bring the audience on stage though as well. We call it an improvised frat party. So we have the dean of Mantown, who's Rob Baker, and he kind of acts as this. But he's that dean that makes you drink a lot. So
Right.
we bring people up on stage and
Yeah,
get them.
drinking games.
We get them very drunk.
Yeah.
We will be sued one day.
I hope so.
It's coming.
Yeah, a small thing with our show is not only do we have drinking games, but also before we come out, we hand out sparklers and lighters to the audience. So the very first minute of our show is illuminated only by the sparklers in the audience, which is really cool. But yeah, 6 years, 6 years in, we're like, man, I can't believe nobody's burned themselves.
Yeah.
And more and more people are like this last show, people got bored and were playing with a lighter in the show for a second. And I was like, okay, we're gonna stop doing this. Maybe like, don't have a flame this big in the bar. Anyway.
And near that much hairspray.
Yes, exactly.
In the middle of the show, they were trying to put as many lighters together as they possibly could to see how high the flame would go.
Oh shit.
It went pretty high.
That's impressive. So you guys are also in your own improv group outside of Mantown, right? PB&J, is that a thing?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's with Pat Thornton, who you might know because he does so many great things for comedy. He just finished his 24-hour stand-up
Right.
for the Stephen Lewis Foundation, which was 24 hours straight of stand-up just to raise money for to help AIDS in Africa, up against AIDS in Africa. So the three of us do a fun sort of sketch. We combine sketch and improv together, and we've been doing that for a few years together as well. You can take this.
Yes. We had kind of illegal beginnings, to say. I will let Jason get away with this for a second because he didn't partake in this part. He just got really drunk. But there was another theater blocks away from here where you could smoke inside and not cigarettes.
Yes.
So we would have improv shows.
We're all adults. We smoked weed.
Yes. Well, you know, there's the internet, and I don't know what you do that's more important than what I do, but I don't care that people know this.
We're all adults on the internet.
Yeah. So we would smoke weed, and we wanted to be able to smoke weed in shows.
Yeah.
Like on stage.
That's a fair request.
Yeah. It's weird, but we wanted to do it.
Let's get some weed up here right now.
So it went from we're gonna do this show, like we did it on 420 day, April 20th, at 420, like on a Sunday.
Fell on a weekend, which was really nice.
Yeah, and we had like some local musicians come in and play some music. We bought all this milk and coffee and we put it out, and we had what we called a cookie party, whereas everybody potlucks a bag of cookies, pours it onto a table, and then when everybody's done that, there's a giant buffet table full of cookies, and you help yourself to whatever cookies from the table you want, and then we supplied like the milk and coffee. And this went so well a couple years in a row that we were like, we're gonna take this on the road. So we actually went to New York, Edmonton, Montreal, and we took the cookie party on the road.
Nice.
And it was amazing. In Edmonton,
Except we had to carry around this massive neon table because because our table lit up like it was like the 80s again. Like it was this neon thing that just went around. And anyways, real stupid.
Yeah, we had a glow table so that it, well, you know, when you have people smoking weed and you're giving them cookies, you want to make it look trippy.
Yeah.
So we had a glow table, but it was amazing. Like, we get to Montreal, and the theater there was like, sure, you can smoke weed inside. And we're like, this is insane, okay. And they let us do the cookie thing. We got to Edmonton, and they were like, of course you can't. They're like, this is a beautiful theater that's like almost 100 years old, fuck off. Yes, but they're diehard Edmonton fans at Rapid Fire Improvaganza. There was a guy who couldn't make the show, but he wanted to show support, so he made cookies. And he made like 200 chocolate chip bacon cookies with RF Rapid Fire on them, and then just dropped them off and like took off. It was one of those things where you're like, I want to eat them, but it's weird that a guy just dropped them off and left.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Everyone at Rapid Fire is like, oh no, he's a regular, we love him. And we're like, I know, but still, it's cookies, man.
Yeah.
We're all gonna get high as fuck.
I love it.
Like, he likes you enough that he could do something to you from the cookies.
Right.
And take you away after, which would be cute but scary.
It's game time.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna play a game, and you're gonna like it. Oh, clapping. Okay. I need one male audience member, someone who maybe hasn't. Someone's pointing at
Yeah.
you. Please
We're gonna
join
give you
us.
a hand job.
Please come over here.
This is the guy that yelled hell yeah, right?
Just
at the
get in
start.
here in the middle, man.
Have
I'm
a
kidding.
seat.
I'm kidding.
do
I
you
have no
want to sit?
control. No, listen to
You
him,
could
not
sit there,
me.
or you could sit
Please,
Okay.
I'm ruining this.
Everyone.
There's Steamwhistle beer all over me.
Uh-oh, careful. All right. Fellas, everybody, I'd like you all to meet Chelsea. She's recently single.
Aw.
She's getting back into the dating world, and she's gonna need a little help.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna do a little trial run with her and play the dating game.
Yay! So am I gonna learn things, the type of people to avoid, right?
Wait. Just before we start, do you have a girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay.
This is
that girl?
pretend.
I met her on the street.
Oh, man.
I wanted to go to the show. She said yeah.
I have to say he's the only eligible bachelor, so pick him.
Yes.
But we'll still play this game. I'm just saying if you want anything.
This is to test my, what is it, to see how good I am at choosing the least bad person.
Right.
So
As we're
throw
all
me
also
some
learning.
bad stuff and I'll see if I select properly.
Perfect.
All right.
You could be a character or you could be yourself,
Great.
sir.
Let's play the dating game. All right. Chelsea, we have bachelor number 1 right here, bachelor number 2, and bachelor number 3.
Okay.
Chelsea, why don't you stay there? Okay. Go ahead. This is so much fun for me. Okay.
Okay. Choose the least bad guy. Okay. Okay. Bachelor number 1. If you were an animal, a winter animal, an animal that likes winter, which kind of animal would you be and why?
Which kind of animals don't like winter or do like winter?
That could be your answer right there. I like it.
A trick or a question for a question.
Keep me guessing, making sure
There
I'm
you go.
smart. I like
That's
it.
my answer.
Okay. So bachelor number 1 answers questions with a question. Got it. Okay. Bachelor number 2. If you were a piece of clothing, what would you be and how would it service me?
Great question.
I'd be overalls
Oh, why?
because it's just about ultimate comfort, and I love the 80s.
Ah, good
Wait, you didn't
answer.
go with the pun? Because I'd be all overall you or overall
I
you?
assumed that's what it
I
was.
thought you were for sure setting yourself up for that.
You are learning about bachelor number 3 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, ask me a question.
Okay. Bachelor number 3.
Yes.
Who, if you were going to introduce me to someone that could really show me the type of guy you are, who would it be and why?
I don't know. It wouldn't be my roommates because I wouldn't want them to know who you are. Definitely not my family. I guess.
We have
No,
similar dating styles. Go
I'm just. I guess I would introduce you to my boss.
Where do you work?
I am unemployed.
Okay. Okay, bachelor number 1. If you were a natural disaster, which one would you be? And
Which
would you,
natural disaster would you be?
which natural disaster would you be? And how would you be a romantic version of that?
I would say earthquake.
Oh,
Rock your world.
excellent
that
answer.
Is that too obvious?
That's good.
Smooth. Solid puns.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
Okay, same question, bachelor number 2.
Oh God. No, I was gonna say I would be like I'd be a tidal wave, but all I would do is wash peace over the world. Like it would just be a wave of absolute rainbows covering the earth.
That's so sweet.
And
you
when everybody
guys.
woke up, they would be like, I'm drowning in happiness.
Oh.
I know who I'm picking.
But then everybody would die the worst death.
That's a sweet answer. Way sweeter than yours, bachelor number 1. Although I do like sex, so that's a good answer. Bachelor number 3. If you were a food, what kind of food would you be? Include the ethnicity.
Are you allergic to anything?
Morphine. That's it.
Well, I'm definitely not that. I guess I'd be pineapple, cause like it's kind of tasty, but after a bit, it really cuts your tongue to shit.
That's a good answer. Intriguing.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Okay.
Right.
Last round of questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, bachelor number 1, this is your chance to redeem yourself. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. If you could take me on a dream date, your dream date, what would it be?
Well, you show up probably around 9.
Okay.
You let yourself in. I'm already naked in bed.
Sounds good.
And then I just enjoy myself for about 30 seconds, and then you leave. Oh, we're being honest here, people.
Do you
Come on.
toss me some money at least, or?
It's all a nice stand.
Oh,
That's the earthquake.
Great.
3.6 on the Richter scale.
Okay, same question for you guys too.
We get the same questions.
Yeah.
My dream date. We would probably take a hot air balloon ride. And we would just cruise over where all of these children are like, hey, we need help. And in our magical balloon, we would have bread and foods and millions of dollars. And we would just chuck it off the side and be like, here you go, our children. And we would adopt them all. And then we would die a horrible death.
Amazing. I have one question to start my answer.
Yes.
You from this table, right?
Yes.
And you said you had nothing to do with this lady? Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. You're very beautiful.
You are.
Okay, well, you're out of this. Excuse me, ma'am. You're very beautiful.
You
If I finish this answer, will you come on the date as well?
I'm game.
Me, you, and this lady. Let's go to McDonald's. What? Just us two? I'm out.
All right. Chelsea, your choices are bachelor number 1 and bachelor number 2. Who do you choose?
I think I'm gonna.
That's a good friend right there.
You know what? I think I like a challenge, so I'm gonna choose bachelor number 3.
Ah!
I like the idea of a cut up tongue.
You definitely failed your challenge of not picking the worst one.
All right. Chelsea, I'm sorry.
I lose.
Yeah. You've learned nothing. Okay, you. What's your name?
My name's Matt.
Matt. Thank you so much for playing.
Give it up for Matt!
The earthquake.
I'm sorry you didn't get picked. No. Oh, messes. Okay. Coconut water. Do you want some?
There's some back there. I was drinking already.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's
Paul?
amazing.
This
Okay.
is Paul.
Hey, Paul, are you single?
No.
Oh, that's
Oh.
too bad, man. Musicians, they're
I know.
trustworthy.
Were you asking? Because that's 2 now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out which guy here is single, man. Come sit in the hand job chair.
I watched a porn that was similar to this. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Mantown, everybody. Thank